Hey, Kevin,
But
What's up?
where is Kallai? Is he asleep?
Oh, I
Okay.
think he did
Yeah,
turned it in.
I was gonna say, you could ask him right now how he feels about it, but
Kalai,
okay.
are you asleep? You busy? Come on over here, man. Got some questions for you.
He's like, no.
Nah, I'm not asleep. Leave me alone. Come on. All right, I'm about to let him have the headphones and get the mic. Here, you can sit in the chair, man.
Hey, you can still hear Kevin?
A little bit. Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, because you might need to chime in.
Yeah, just scoot up though.
Was good, Kallai so fly?
What's up?
What's
what's
Got a
up,
problem?
man?
good, young brother? How you feeling?
Pretty good.
What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Just chilling. I was about to go to sleep in a little bit,
All
but
right,
I'm
well,
good.
you up now.
Yeah.
We hijacking your rest for a second. Hey,
Yeah.
so your pops was we've been talking about the portal, man. Just real quick.
Mm.
Um, I just wanted to get like your thoughts on the portal. You're aware of what's happening with the portal, right? And how children are jumping in and
Yeah.
transferring from school to school,
Yeah.
and that has an effect on incoming freshmen. So how do you see the portal affecting you and your recruitment?
Um, I think it's affected it because it's like a lot of coaches, they're not really gonna have the time and the patience to develop freshmen that are coming in, because I mean their job is at risk too, so they're gonna want to win right away. So that's why they'll take like a senior in the portal, or even if they average like 3 points, they're gonna say like they're more physical, they have what it takes, they're like not as distracted. So yeah, like a lot of the just I mean you could be a good senior, but if you're not like a 5-star McDonald's All American or 4-star, you're not gonna like get the opportunity that these players are gonna get. So
So
So how have you kind of worked within that within those constraints, right? Because
um
obviously you have to navigate through that too, right?
yeah, I mean it's still important like send film out to different coaches, and then just just I mean just keep your head up, honestly. I mean you're gonna get opportunity, and then if you get yours, I mean you can just transfer part within the next year. So I mean yeah, we'll just kind of wait it out, see what happens, and just stay positive through all of it.
I'm gonna ask a question. How do you feel about the? Are you with the D1 or bus mentality?
oh man, Kevin,
No,
crazy.
no.
Hey, listen, on my grandmother, I was about to ask that exact same. And Kala, you know this is true. We're always asking or saying the same shit. Me and your pops. I
Yeah,
was literally about to ask you that.
nah. I mean, I would say I used to be more like that, just because I mean, I always had dreams and aspirations of playing like at a high level. Like, I mean, I always like UCLA, USC, schools like that. But I mean, now you see firsthand, like going D2 and then transferring up to a D1 level. I mean, if you're good enough, then you'll get there. So I feel like I'll get there one day.
So that's what. So then the next thing would be: do you look at the portal as a situation where it's if I can just get into a school, an
Yeah, yeah, I would.
NCAA
Yeah,
school, then I know
yeah,
my
I would.
foot's in the door, and then I can figure it out after that.
Yeah, yeah. Once I get to a school and it has like system, I'm playing, get opportunity. Yeah, I feel like I'll make a name for myself, and then yeah, I'll get better from there. I'll develop stuff like that,
So
and I
you
could probably
Because
make a
you came off of, because you came off an injury, right?
yeah,
You got injured last year,
yeah. I didn't play my
right?
whole junior year. Yeah,
I remember. I remember. Okay. Man, that's crazy. But I mean, at least you already the good thing for you is that I think you're coming in already kind of knowing the game that you have to play. So
yeah,
it sets you up for success in the long run because it's like, hey man, listen, I'm not naive to the portal and shit. If I can just get my opportunity to get in there, I'm gonna hop in that, I'm gonna hop in there just like everybody else is, and and go for mine. So
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy, but it's like everybody is kind of making the college game kind of like everybody's got to be selfish. You got to be more selfish. Um, but it's part of like being successful in college is taking advantage of that portal and being a little selfish. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm glad you hip to it and you kind of you understand it. But your pop sounds like he's a wealth of knowledge and he can he's obviously helping you navigate through that as well. So you
That
obviously got
nigga
good people
don't
in your
know
corner.
shit. Hey, Kallai, real quick, man. I'm gonna ask you just a simple question because I know we don't want to hold you too long. Are
yeah.
you a fan of the portal or do you think it's bullshit?
Um, Personally, I'm more of a fan of it. I think it's hurt me right now, but I mean, there's advantages to it definitely. I mean, players are like just they're able to leave, and then they're able to leave. Like if they want to get paid more, they can leave. Like NBA, that's more like the NBA, honestly. I mean, in high school you can leave, but like you got to sit out, and then here you leave. If your coach leaves, you can just follow your coach. So I mean, it's a lot different. I think it just gives the player just more power. So yeah,
Because prior to the portal, it was you had to sit out a year, right?
Yes,
yeah,
you have to sit
yeah.
out. Yep.
So like
Unless
some players are just
unless
able to play longer.
unless you were going unless you were going from a lower tier to a higher tier, I believe.
Yeah, D2
Yeah,
to
You
D1,
could go D2 to
D3 to
D1.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
yeah,
But like some players are just, I mean, they'll stay in college longer now, just because I mean, one they'll get paid now, so I mean that changes a lot.
yeah,
So and then like some players still on their COVID year, so they'll be. I was an eighth grader. They're a senior in high school. They're still in college,
right.
and now I'm about to be in
Crazy.
college too. So
That is
yeah, it's a
Wow.
lot
crazy.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it
25
I
and 26 year olds.
man,
yeah,
listen, I thought it was crazy when me and your dad ended up transferring and playing JC and we were in our sophomore year and the dudes who were just coming in, they were older than us. And we're like,
yeah,
"What the
yeah,
fuck?"
yeah,
Like, y'all just starting and you're older than me? Like, what the hell is going
yeah.
on? Like, so
They were there were Mormons going on 2-year missions and then decided to come back to school and playing. And
some of
they're
them were.
freshmen, but they're 21, 22 years old, freshmen.
Yes, some of them were, but some of them were just and this is in Arizona. So some of them were just they were just
I was
older.
I was I was thinking about your boy Charles Derriman.
Yeah, I know. That's who I thought about when you said that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, but what Kallai just said is even crazier because you're talking about possibly a 4-year age gap.
yeah,
Who's the kid, Kevin? You said you were talking about Oakland, the shooter. He's what, 26?
yeah. He's like 26 years old. Yeah,
yeah.
something like that.
That's a
Wow.
My
six.
man was driving Uber.
That's a 6-year gap, a six to
That,
seven
Yeah.
year
my,
gap for a
Yeah,
kid like
yeah,
like
with
7 years.
so Ubon, that's why I'm saying you got to go to the portal now.
yeah,
You can't just
Yeah.
get the
That's
top
it.
high school players.
Yeah.
Man,
Because you got an 18, 19-year-old trying to play against a nigga with a full-time job.
and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah,
Ubong, to your
So that's
point,
crazy.
to Ubong's point, that dude, I wish I had his name, Kevin. I don't know what you doing if you able to just look really quickly and figure out who he is. The kid from Oakland, the shooter, is it Duke? No, that's the kid from
damn.
Pepperdine.
I
Um, but
I know
anyway,
who you're talking
to
about.
your point, Ubong, this dude, he said, "I know I'm not going to the NBA."
yeah,
So basically, I'm living it up right now. So I'm
And I think he
maximizing.
picked up some. Didn't he pick up some
He
NILs
probably
like in the
did. He
tournament?
probably did.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I
He
would say
picked up like he was on a commercial probably like the next weekend because I think he made a. I think they won a couple games or whatever. But
yeah, like
that's crazy.
for like the older college guys, like the college is really their NBA because some of them they
Yeah,
know they're not gonna make it. Like the
Right.
younger high
yeah,
school guys, they come in, they just know they have a 1 year, 2 year contract and they leave. But yeah, the older guys, this is all they have. So That's
Jack
what I'll
Golke.
take.
I was about to say it. Jack Goki. I just looked it up too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Crazy.
That's
Yeah, but
Kalai.
you're right,
It's
Kalai.
crazy to hear you. It's just crazy to hear you talk about it, like the business side of it, right? And like how the high school kids are already coming in, understanding the business side of it,
And
um,
they need to,
yeah,
man.
and like
They need
and
to.
like and
Bruh,
that's oh yeah, it's
I
crazy,
wish,
but it's necessary.
I wish, Ubong,
Yeah,
that I had somebody to just sit down and tell me like these, even not knowing that the portal didn't exist, right? But if somebody could have just talked to
Right,
me about how to navigate the rules that were in place at the time, oh my God, I would have made much better decisions. I was just going into
right.
it like, okay, everything was
For
on
the
the
love of the game,
everything was on the fly, man. And it's like, all right,
yeah,
well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try this. And you definitely cannot do that shit now. Shit ain't
no,
gonna work unless, like Kallai started off by saying, if you're a 5 star and the machine
yeah,
is behind you, then you have more leeway. You can make more mistakes and still have the grace of the system because they're
yeah,
pushing you, and the machine supports you and wants you to be one of those guys. Oh, he's a 5 star. So, that'll follow you wherever you go. But if you're just like a 2, 3, or however they rate you, when you're on the grind trying to make it and make a name for yourself, it's tough, man.
yeah.
yeah.
it's
You
crazy.
better go to that Sun Belt division. You better
Hey,
go
man,
to the Northeastern Conference playing at Vermont.
don't hey,
It's whack.
do, do not turn your nose up to that, man. Kalai, it's
Yeah,
this is something that I tell Ari, because the portal affects her too, even though it's soccer. The portal still affects her. But I tell her, like, listen, if a coach is trying showing you interest and is speaking to you and reaching out to you, because she does have some D3s, some D2s, NAIAs, not a lot of D1s right now, but she has had conversations. I tell her, don't turn your nose up to any opportunity
yeah,
ever. Like, you speak, you present yourself in a manner where you leave a good impression. Here's another thing that could possibly happen: coaching carousel. A coach that approaches you at a D3, he may have a D1 job in a month, or a
Yeah,
D2 job. And then he could circle back to you and say, hey, man, we had really good rapport when we spoke. I got this job at this college. I want to bring you on. But if you just like, oh, it's a D3 and fuck that shit, you
yeah,
may miss out on opportunities. Like, you cannot be that way in this process, man. You have to approach everything with a level of humbleness, and
yeah,
and but still know who you are and know what you're looking for and go for that shit. But
yeah. I'll just say you still gotta know what you're capable of doing.
absolutely.
Just stay humble. Like it can all be taken fast. So, like
you,
I remember I had D1 college coaches in my phone too. So, yeah, it can all be taken. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
you know the Sun Belt is the long-standing joke. The the Sun Belt division, because I used to watch those games on TV and that shit just used to look raggedy. Like, oh my
Wow,
god, they
Oh
they
my
wow.
was just
god.
dribbling and hacking.
This we'll we ain't gonna somebody from the Sun Belt might want to holler at you. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
We
yeah,
talking
nah,
for
that's
my phone.
look at
My phone line is open. Virginia Military Institution, hit me up, BMI. Hit me, hit me,
oh
baby,
shit.
please.
Hey, Kalai, man.
yeah.
Your parents have done well raising you, man.
Thank you.
I like your responses. You're a very composed young man. You're very talented. I've had discussions with you outside of this. Um, you know, I don't have to hash through all of that shit, but I'm I know that some shit is gonna happen for you, man. And I just like your vibe and your attitude about the whole thing. And just keep working, and shit is you're gonna get what you deserve.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah, man. I know it's a cliche at this point, but yeah, just trust the process. It sounds like you do, so you understand what it is. And then I think like a plus for you is also having Big Bro that's already kind of in the he already in the game. So you know, like
you.
you always got somebody that you can kind of lean on for that information, or you know what I'm saying, when you need advice or whatever. You don't want to hear from you don't want to hear from your old ass pops. But
Yeah, listen.
yeah,
Anytime,
man, that's
anytime your pops is talking that bullshit, you can holler at Uncle Wayne. You know, I'm gonna tell you the real, and you know.
but yeah, man, nah. Much success in your future, man. For real, for real.
Thank you.
And thank you for
And
letting us
then
hijack your sleep, man.
No
yeah,
problem.
nah, we appreciate you, man.
Fuck your
Seriously.
sleep, nigga.